They brought with them not tales of victory, but of storms, starvation, and despair. They brought back ghosts. For the English, it was a miracle, a sign of their own divine protection. A narrative of destiny was simply replaced by another. But the truth is more complex and more sobering. It is a story of overconfidence meeting desperation, of rigid planning clashing with agile improvisation, and of human ambition being humbled by the sheer, unthinking force of the natural world. The sea did not choose a side, it simply was. Walk along the shores of County Sligo or the Hebrides today. The waves crash against the rocks with the same timeless rhythm as they did in 1588. There are no grand monuments here to the thousands who perished. The land has absorbed the wreckage, the sea has claimed the rest. The memory of the Great Fleet is a ghost story, a whisper in the wind. This is the ultimate fate of power that believes itself absolute. It doesn't get to write its own epitaph. The ocean, the wind, and the silent coastline offer a more enduring testament. They remind us that the world is not a stage for our dramas, but a vast, wild place that we inhabit only by its consent. The legacy of the Armada is not found in the battles, but in the aftermath. It's in the slow, creeping realization within Spain that its golden age was finite. It's in the burgeoning confidence of England, a nation that began to see the oceans not as a barrier, but as a path to its own empire. History turned on a hinge of wind and water. The failure was not just military, it was philosophical. Spain believed its cause was righteous and therefore blessed. But the universe does not operate on the principles of human morality. A storm has no allegiance, a fire has no creed. Look at the portraits of the men who orchestrated this grand design. Philip in his severe black, Medina Sidonia, the reluctant admiral, burdened by an impossible task. Look into their eyes, and you see the weight of conviction. They were not fools. They were men of their time, trapped within a worldview that was about to be profoundly shaken. They believed they were instruments of destiny, but they were ultimately just men, subject to the same fears, the same miscalculations, and the same unforgiving laws of nature as any sailor clinging to a piece of floating wreckage. Their grand strategy was undone, not just by English cannons, but by a reality that was colder, wetter, and far more chaotic than their plans allowed for. The story is a cautionary tale written across an empty ocean. It serves as a haunting reminder that power is a tide. The sturdest hulls, the most resolute faith, the grandest ambitions all can be broken and scattered by forces beyond our control. The empty